Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom here with your weekly message from Spirit for the week of February 27th through March 5th of 2023. We are heading into the next month, March of 2023, and the energies are going to be very interesting in this coming month. I am working on my research to do a video for you about the astrological energy. The wonderful thing about March is it's kind of the start of another new year in a way. The sun will move into Aries, the spring equinox will occur. It feels like we're reborn, right? The in spring, everything is reborn. So we feel like we've got a new crack at things. And maybe we do with all that is happening in the astrology. So, if you remember, I had a year ahead, and I'll link the year ahead video to this one, where I talked about Saturn moving into Pisces in March, Mars moves into Cancer in March, and Pluto moves into Aquarius in March. So I think March is going to be a big month. I really do. It might be a month of decisions, action, breakthroughs, opportunities. So I've been my own feeling about the coming month has been in anticipation. I can't wait to see what it brings. So anyway, before I start with the reading, I did want to mention that I have an upcoming fair that I will be in, and that is the Omaha Holistic Expo in March 11th and 12th in Omaha, Nebraska. So it's at the Scott Conference Center, and I'll be there with my cards doing readings. And so if you drop in, look me up there. Say hello. Okay. So I am using the tarot of the Golden Wheel for our main reading. You get to pick an oracle card deck from the Ancestor Spirit oracle cards. So let your intuition guide you. Do you need the message from card A, B, and C? Okay. Let's dive in. Let's dive in and remember that if it doesn't resonate with you, if the message doesn't resonate with you, then it is not for you. Okay? Um, this starts out, the week perhaps starts out with the Ace of Cups. And now this has several meanings, but really, with the cards that follow, I really feel like this is emotional. There's been an emotional sense, emotional experiences. Maybe there's an overflow of emotion lately. Um, but this cup represents the Holy Grail. Everything that you want is in the cup. And it's the Ace of Cups, so it is the start. It could be a new person coming into your life, a new relationship. Um, it's new emotional support. So it could be any of those things, but I'm really drawn to the message of the card about the overflow of emotion. And the reason why I'm drawn to it is because the second card that came out was the Ten of Wands. So you can see he's carrying a heavy load. The Ten of Wands is about the burdens that we carry. And that, well, luckily it's the 10. The 10 is usually the completion of that carrying that load. He's about to release it because he can't carry it anymore. That might have something to do with is there an emotional load also connected to what one is carrying? This can signal workaholic. This can signal just a lot going on, a lot of things going on. And It's the need to release some of it. Okay. The next card that came out also is a bit concerning. It's the Five of Swords, and this is about meanness and the power differential, and somebody treating someone that has no power in a in the wrong way, without mercy, without kindness. So, is there something? Whoops, there we go. Is there something going on where the burden is heavy? There's an overflow of emotion. Either you are experiencing someone else not being kind to you, or you are so overburdened and you are not seeing what you are doing to others. And so this is an opportunity to wake up to how are you treating others if you're overworked and uh, overextended and over anxious, and you know what happens. That happens. We get into a spiral, and everyone around us is affected by that. So it's really important to ground and get one's center and detach from the situation that's happening. Take some deep breaths and really look at things. And if you can do that, the Ace of Wands is here. It's going to give you some new insight, some fresh inspiration. Maybe by taking a look at what's going on around you, you get some inspiration to problem solve, to learn how to release that burden, or learn how to detach from a certain situation, or even a disempowering relationship. So there is potential here. There is very much potential here for some insight and inspiration and problem solving and going into a new direction. And that comes from taking a step back. Okay. The last card that came out was the Queen of Wands. Excuse me, not the Queen of Wands. I didn't, why did I say that? It's the Queen of Swords. Did Spirit, you want me to say something about the Queen of Wands? Well, the Queen of Wands is a boss lady. She's entrepreneurial. She's going to have that fire like the Ace of Wands. But the Queen of Swords, and of course the Queen of Wands is very intuitive. Okay, she is really working from her gut. The the Queen of Swords is working from her head. The logic, the truth that is coming through. And her sword cuts through the crap. So maybe you need a little bit of both of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. That balance of the intuition and the intellect about whatever this situation is, okay? So there's something that's emotional. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe someone is not treating you well as you're being overwhelmed, or demanding more, perhaps. But I think there is a solution on the way. There's inspiration, and then there's the Queen. The Queen is going to take control and push back. She's going to seek out the truth. She's going to cut out what is not needed. And she has the confidence of a queen. So, I hope that speaks to you in some way. I feel like this reading is far more individual to people and far more personal. I don't feel it or see it as everyone's experiencing this, but maybe people are. Maybe people are feeling a bit tired. Winter has dragged on. The weather has not been great where I am, and maybe people are just feeling a bit tired and overwhelmed. So that's our reading for the week. Um, are you ready? Did you figure out which card and message you need? I'm going to tell you there's actually a theme here, which I find absolutely fascinating. So, for those of you who picked A, you got connect with water. Connect with water. Ocean, water spirits, hydrate. What I'm getting from this is making the connection. I mean, if you live near water, that's fabulous. If you live near a river, a stream, a lake, an ocean, you know, wonderful. Water cleanses. Drink lots of water. We are made of water. And connecting with water is like connecting with spirit, with ourselves. Water nourishes. Okay. Water is life, as they say. And so, definitely the need to hydrate is here as well. The word hydrate is on the card. So drink in lots of water, feel that connection to water, to the earth through water. You might want to take some baths, um, ceremonially as well. And the last thing I want to say is water is cleansing. So, in light of the main message, where there is a sense of anxiety and burden and emotions, water is very much connected to emotions. So maybe if you're feeling like that, a hot shower, a hot bath would help cleanse and settle and connect you to the earth. For those of you who picked B, you got tune in and connect. And as you can see, the Aboriginal person is looking up to the Aboriginal spirit in the sky, in the universe. It says nonverbal communication, intuition, and messages. So tune in and connect to spirit. Connect to the earth. Receive the messages from the cosmos, from your guides. The nonverbal communication may be the signs and symbols and synchronicities that you see with around you. Many people see um, items like I see feathers a lot. So, or repeating numbers. There's all kinds of things that represent symbols to people, and then they know someone on the other side is trying to be in touch with them. So take the time to make sure you connect with your intuition and open yourself to the messages coming through from the cosmos. So tune in and connect. Have you gotten the have you gotten the theme yet? Right. This one will make sure you know. For those of you who picked C, you got family connections. And it's respect, people, kinship. So I really feel like there is a need to connect with family, perhaps this week, or being reminded of the connections of your own family, extended family, in the smaller group of family, your immediate family. It doesn't matter. It's about being connected to people. And if you are not part of a family, the old traditional family, but you've created your family of a soul tribe of people, that's the same thing. So there's something about knowing those connections, feeling those connections, they're connections of support, they're connections of love and respect. So there's making connections with water, connections with the cosmos and your intuition, and connections with family. So there's something this week we need to connect with, all of us. So I think that is a fascinating. I love the spirit when spirit does something like this. It just really makes me fascinated with what's going on. So anyway, there are your messages. If they resonate with you, great. I will send you many blessings, regardless, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care.